Hey guys, Eileen here, and it's been a while since I made a video, so, since we're all at home, I thought, hey, now's a good time, right? So I just wanted to share a couple things. Well, actually, yeah, I got two things recently. I got this set of watercolor brushes on Amazon, and it was less than $20 for this set of 3 travel brushes, and usually it would be like $100 for a set of travel water brushes. So and they had great reviews, so I figured, hey, why not? So this one is about the size of a big one that I already have. I have a big one I had gotten in a set before, and I made a video about it. So there's one that's a size 12, then you get a size 8 and a size 4. So I got these, and then the other thing that I got was white enamel paint spray, so I could spray the insides of little containers. Yeah, so I sprayed it, so now it's like a little mixing area, and I'm going to make a little palette out of this. I'm going to have a cool and a warm yellow, a cool and a warm red, a cool and a warm blue, and probably burnt sienna right there. And I haven't decided which paint I'm going to use, whether I'll do Daniel Smith or Sennelier, because I have both in tubes. So since I got the spray, I also sprayed this. So now it's got a nice mixing area in this cute little container. And these are tiny little pans, I guess you could call them pans. They're like a quarter size of even a half pan. And the paint in them, this is Core and this is M Graham, because I had gotten them in little from Etsy from this lady that was selling them, these little round dispensing palettes. And I realized I hated the dispensing palettes and I wasn't going to use the paint, because you have to like twist it around to each color that you want it to be open to, and it was just too much of a pain in the butt. So what I did was I took a palette knife and I took these little quarter pans and I scraped out the paint and put them in. So now I have 12 of each, and it's very lightweight. So this actually makes for a great little travel palette, and that's enough paint for quite a while probably. I mean, you don't, a little watercolor goes a long way. So I sprayed that, and then the other thing I sprayed was this container that I had gotten before from Jackson's Art Supplies in UK, and it looks like this. And this area was still silver, so this was white already for mixing, but this was silver, and I only wanted to fill about this much of it with pans, and these are full pans. So I wanted to be able to use this for more mixing area, because I love to have a lot of mixing area. So what I did was I magnetized that and sprayed the inside with the white enamel spray here to make it a mixing area. And I'm going to fill it with my Sennelier watercolors. So I have 14 of them, and 14 pans fit perfectly there. Let me show you. Here they all are. So I had gotten before on eBay a set for like 40 or 50 bucks that came in this like nice gift set, like in this wooden box. And I got it on eBay for like $40 or $50, I don't remember. I got all that stuff, and there were 11 tubes in there, so I just bought 3 more. So I would have 14 and they would fit perfectly into this little container. Okay, so let me try filling them. And all of my paint right now is actually in, and Sennelier should actually go really nicely, because it's honey based, so it should settle pretty nicely. in there and be pretty liquidy. So, and I'm not filling them 100% all the way, but so that was lemon yellow. I'm not filling them 100% all the way, but at the same time, I'm filling them a good amount because I want to save some for either refilling or for making travel palettes. Because I have a couple ideas for travel palettes that I want to make, and Sennelier would actually be great for that. So I'm gonna wipe off the top before closing it. So, but when it dries, it will settle a lot, actually. So they won't be nearly that full after drying. So that was Sennelier Yellow Light. So it's a warmer yellow, and this is French Vermilion. So all of my paint sets right now are in half pan size, so I just wanted to have at least one where I can kind of use big brushes, and you know, it's not really for travel. So that was French Vermilion. This is Rouge, Sennelier Red. I was reading it in the French part. And if I decide I don't like the order of the paints later, I can always switch them around because, like I said, they're magnetized, so it should be pretty easy. And I might or might not top them up a little bit after they dry. I don't know, we'll see. This is Rose Madder Lake. I had gotten this one on my own. And this is a good one. It's very permanent actually, and it's PV19, so it's kind of like a quinacridone rose. And I'm gonna put burnt sienna up here with the browns. I don't want to make a mess, so I'm gonna take it out. Oops, no, I'm making a mess for sure. The more I don't want to make a mess, the more of a mess I make. So, and I have a paper towel over here, so I'm gonna wipe it off. And I'm trying to wipe off the tops of the paint tubes as well, so that the paint doesn't dry up and make it harder to reopen them later. So some of these I might have to actually stir. And then I have sepia, warm sepia, or sepia, or however you want to pronounce it. So that one's nice and liquidy. I don't have to do much with that one. That's nice. Let me get a little needle to stir it. So you can use a toothpick. I just use this like little needle and stir it around. Okay, and then I'm gonna wipe the needle off and stir that Rose Madder one because it's not really settling on its own very well. Ugh. I think it's usually a good idea to stir the paint anyways, but Let me see. I think I'll stir this one too, just to make sure it goes where it's supposed to go. And that's good. This one I might just kind of knock around a bit. And that usually, sometimes if the paint's pretty fluid, if you just knock it around, it then goes and covers everything that it's supposed to cover. So there, there, and there. And you know what? I might just kind of knock it around in general, just to make sure all of them go where they're supposed to go. Okay, I think that's good. And they're so pretty. Look at them. So nice and bright. I have a phthalo green light. And to pick out the colors, I just basically went on the Sennelier I had like a catalog of all their colors, and I looked at the transparency and the permanence, and also try to pick out single pigments when I was picking out the 3 extras, and made sure I filled in, you know, whatever gaps were there. So, for example, getting a pinker red, like a very cool red, that's very pink, was a priority, because I really love to have that, and it just makes mixing so much easier. So this one's really thick. That one's definitely going to need to be stirred. That was the forest green. And then that's a 3 pigment mix, so I know I didn't buy that. That was already in the package. So we're going to stir it around a bit, make sure it goes where it's supposed to go. And okay, another one that I know I bought this one. This is the turquoise green, and it's pigment PG50. I love this color, so definitely wanted to have that. And this is a great color to buy, because if you don't have it, you can't really mix it. It's not a color you can really mix from like other blues or whatever, so it's a good one to buy. So, and that one I like to add even to my travel sets, and always have that one because it's nice and bright. And you know what? That yellow needs a little bit of a stir to get into the corners. And then I'm going to stir that turquoise, because there's a little bit, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a bit of a separation with the binder and the paint, so it could use a bit of a stir. Some of the binder just kind of came all off or separated from the paint, so if you stir it, it will get remixed back in properly. Okay, and now we have Ultramarine Deep. That came with the set. It's a staple color, so I'm pretty sure, you know, they would definitely include that. And then we have Phthalo Blue. It doesn't say if it's green shade or not green shade or what it is, but it's probably green shade. It's phthalo, it's PB15:3. Ooh, that's nice and fluidy. And that also came with the set, yep. And then here's another one I bought. This is Blue Indanthrene. So Indanthrene Blue, which is PB60. Ooh, oops. That one went a little wild. So, and that one definitely needs a stir. I saw some of the binder separation for that one too. So then I'm just gonna let them dry, make a little color chart, and I'm good to go. There. And last one is Payne's Gray, which is PV19, PB15-1, and PBK7. There we go. And I still have a good amount left in most of the tubes. You can see, you know, there's still a good amount left in there. So now these are 10 milliliter tubes. So they're enough to make these full pans, plus have some left over to refill the pans and make smaller travel palettes as well. And when I get the supplies for the travel palette I want to make, I will definitely make another video and share it with you guys. So yeah, if you have any questions or want to know anything, let me know. But otherwise, this is my Sennelier palette. Thanks for watching, and, you know, stay safe, and I will see you guys later. Thanks, bye.